Yeah, I'm a very big disciple of soul. Soul music is like my thing. The first time I heard soul, I was like, that's what I want to do. So my music is basically influenced by soul, but then I'm trying to like fuse with R&B, contemporary R&B, because I also like R&B. So when you listen most of my music, you kind of like get a little bit of Chris Brown and Music Soul Child at the same time. Um, but also because of the local influence of Afrobeat and bongo flavor, some of my music is also more like Afrobeat and bongo flavor influenced. So basically, that's how I can describe my music. Recently, I've also tried to make sure that my music is socially conscious because I feel like as an artist, I'm obligated to be socially conscious, but also there's a little this small part of that. I mean, artists don't do socially conscious music as much as I think they should be doing. So yeah, that's my music. Yeah, I've been in the game for a while. It's been almost what 8 years since we started. And yeah, I've done a lot of things that I'm proud of. There was a lot of ups and downs because life has to go on as well. But what keeps me going on, I think, first of all, is the passion that I have to the music. I feel like music to me is a lifestyle. Creating music is what I do for a living. Although not like currently 100%, but I feel very complete when I create music. Music to me is a tool to communicate my feelings, my emotion, my understanding towards stuff. And so yeah, that's what keeps me going. Also, I have a very very good supporters. I mean, they've been growing slowly, but it's a small community of people who always look up to me and feel like my music is very valuable. So I feel like I'm still relevant, and I want to maintain that because it's important to me, and it's very important to people around me. I have a daughter, and my daughter is like my number one fan ever. She loves my music. She hears my music, and she goes nuts. So this is why I still keep making music, because there are people who I love, people who I don't even know, who love my music, and my music actually changed their life. In recent years, I've been working on advocacy, especially on youth issues and gender issues, rights of women rights and stuff like that, to a point where it got me from the local stage to the global stage, to being an UN ambassador for sustainable development. The reason why I'm an advocate for women rights and gender equality is that I believe that patriarchy is what got us here today, where we have a society that has a lot of problems, a lot of issues, and humanity as itself, civilization as we know it, I feel like it's being slowed down by patriarchy to so many levels, and I feel like this generation is actually responsible to turn that direction, to take humanity to a whole different direction as far as human rights is concerned. So as a young person, as a member of this new generation, I want to be an influence. I want to be part of that history, because the narrative is changing. Things are changing. You can see it everywhere. Women now have more access to a lot of things than they used to before. What actually influenced me to be an advocate for human rights, women rights in particular, is that I grew up in the middle of very strong women, an example being my mom, who has done a lot of things, not only for me, but you can see the strength in her hands, in her heart, and everything that she was able to accomplish. But then you will go out to the world and see how women in general are being treated, and you feel that it's not right. Four of my very very close people in my life are women, and I don't feel like it is okay by any means for the society or the world in general to think that women are less than who they are, or what they can do. So I think I, as a young person, as a member of this generation, I am obligated to change that narrative, and it has to be happening now. I want to be part of that history. So there's a little bit of a story behind this song. I remember during one of my travels, I was in the U.S., in Baltimore in particular, and I remember one day I was just sitting in the house. It was winter, so it was very cold outside. It was snowing, and I hate that shit. So I just locked myself in, do some work, and then I was boring. I was bored. Everything didn't look fun, and most of the time during that time like that, I want to like just do something fun. So I felt like, why don't I write a song? So I went back to my library, and there was like this dope beat that Gachi sent me a while back, and I was like, I'm going to write something on this beat. But because I was down, and the beat was like not very much upbeat, and it was cold, so everything about that moment felt like I need to write something about me being cold. And although it was like the outside environment, but also the way I felt, like the emotion I had at the time, at the moment, and everything that I was going through, pushed me into writing something about how cold would someone feel when they're missing something, or they're missing someone, or something like that. So it's a very general concept, I think, I hope, and I feel like people might relate to. It was done very, very quickly. I wrote that song in like maybe less than an hour, and after I wrote the song, I was like, I need to lay this down. So I called a friend of mine to connect me with a studio in the US. So I went to recording. There was a studio in Baltimore that I went to, and then after that, just the next day, I called the guy who's the director, and I was like, dude, can we shoot a video for this song? So, because it made sense. I was in a place where it's cold, and I want to do something about it. That's why you see in the video I'm like wearing all these cold weather, and cold clothes and stuff. So we shot that in DC. And this director who is like very, very, very dope. So that's how it happened. It happened very, very quickly, but it had a lot of meaning behind it. And I feel like every time I do something, or I make a music that is related to how I feel, first of all, the process is very smooth, very quickly, because it's just me putting my soul into the product or the craft. Yeah. So basically, I just hope that people can relate to the song in so many different ways. You know, as a human, you get to a point where you just feel down. Things are not moving. Things are not fun. You just want to be happy, but you're not happy. And it's not like you're sad, but it's just because you're there's something you're missing. That thing can be someone. It can be anything. Like, things are not moving the way that you want to move. Which is okay. We only know you're happy when you're sad. So this song is about that. This song is about feeling cold inside, feeling cold outside, and you just need some heat. You just need someone to like embrace you and share with you the energy, hit you up, so that you can keep moving. You can keep going forward. So I hope it's gonna be on people's repeat from now on. The song is available on like all the digital platforms, so from iTunes to iMusic, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, and locally at mkito.com, mdundo.com, and the video is on YouTube. So I hope people would enjoy it. What comes after So Cold? There's a lot of things that are coming. I would like to see this as my intermediary project between now and kind of like opening up to major music projects that are coming. So I have songs with my very good friend and brother Trev Momatic that are coming up, and I have a song with like one of the major rap artists in the country, in Tanzania, that is also coming up. So this year is gonna be a little bit busy for me, and I hope like people would get a chance to see me more and more as we move forward. So I would like to say people have to stay close to their Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and also, you know, just to see what's coming. But I think it's gonna be a good year for me. Yeah.